Most of you guys overcomplicate back training, so we're gonna keep everything super simple and show you the only 3 exercises you need to completely target your back. The first one here being a wide grip T-bar row or some kind of wide grip upper back row. The main thing we wanna be looking for when doing an exercise like this is focusing on scapular protraction and retraction. So this is gonna train the rear delts, mid, upper traps, also some teres major in there, just pretty much all of the main upper back components that you're not getting with your lat work. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna be very mindful about strapping in and just pulling with some pretty good intensity. So as you can see on our warm-ups here, strapping in, getting a pretty good stretch at the bottom, nothing crazy, but a pretty good stretch, and then coming all the way up. And then same thing, if your chest lifts off the pad a little bit, that is totally fine. We really just wanna focus on getting quality reps here and focusing on not hyperextending as well, because my elbow has a tendency to do that. So if you guys are hyperextenders, focus on not hyperextending there. So the thing with any kind of wide grip row to remember is that they're not always gonna be the most stable. So this T-bar is more like an A tier exercise. If you had a chest supported like a Cybex row or something, that'd be more like an S tier. But ideally you wanna be as stable as you can and as comfy as you can. So we're using a yoga mat here to stay nice and locked in place, and then just gonna strap in, stay literally as stable as we possibly can. It involves a little bit of configuration to get set up, but again, it's 100% worth it. So we're nice and tied in now, and we're gonna come down and get our working set in. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, so second sort of must-have movement for our back day is going to be a fixed lat pull down like this. This is fantastic for the lower lats because the lower lats are actually responsible for completing this sort of portion of the movement. So once you make around 90 degrees here, even like 100, 110, that's where the lats start to lose leverage. So when you're standing up, ideally stop around here and then come down. So take a look at this line that your arm and your shoulder here are making, and then sort of go from there. So we're going to strap in, stay as insanely stable and tight as possible, and then as we come down, as you can see, we're going to dig into the pad, try to keep our back straight, even lean back slightly, and then just focus on really accentuating the squeeze of this movement, because that is where the lats are actually working. So when we do a heavy working set, you'll see how that all goes. Okay, so we got the full stack here for the working weight. I'm going to be doing 265, trying to dig my thighs in as best I can to the pad and just stay nice and strapped in. So here we go. Focusing on that bottom range, not focusing on a stretch at the top because it's not necessary. Okay, here we go. Come down, come down. Okay, okay. That was about 4. So the absolute last must-have lat movement is going to be some kind of neutral grip row. As you can see, focusing on pulling from either in front of us or a little bit above us. And the main thing we're focusing on limiting is elbow bend. So ensuring we're not getting too much bicep in there. So definitely experimenting with seat height is going to be very valuable here. And when you do this, you're hitting the mid and upper portion of the lats. And that is literally going to complete your back day, those 3 movements. That's it.